The disappearance of the golden town of Uganda, known as Kilembe copper mines. Kilembe is located in Kasese, 360 kilometers from Kampala. This town is naturally endowed with lots of minerals such as copper and cobalt. Kilembe is located on the footsteps of Mount Rwenzori with a population of 30,000 people living in it. However, the future of this town is being destroyed by the rampant floods from the mountains and river Nyamwamba. Let's bump into the story of Kilembe town, the golden disappearing city of Uganda.
Alright guys, thank you so much for always keeping up with us. My name is Waswa Emma. We are on one of the highest points of Uganda. That is, we are around Mountain Rwenzori. And this is the lost village, the perishing town, the historical town of Uganda, Kilembe Mines. For those who understand copper, this is the village full of copper, but everything is being washed away. Welcome to Kilembe town. Wow, let's just move around and you rotate. Wow. Okay, so we're gonna have a discussion about Kilembe. Why is Kilembe perishing? What is wrong in this town? Out of the whole minerals they're having, like copper, why is it that the government hasn't made sure that it's worked on? Kilembe is located in Kasese district and it's bordering the Congo side. We are on the footsteps of Mount Rwenzori.
I started my journey at the river banks.
Oh, what's the Uganda wa?
Ukaenda hayi.
Ukaenda hayi. Omwakamu. Erinnya lye bakuyitani.
Mubuza mu Luzungu omwana.
What's your name? Masereka Bienvenue. So how do you pass in this water here? You pass here. Should I carry you? I help you? Or you're going to go on your own? Oh! Okay, let's go.
At this point, what you're seeing here, these are the erosions coming from the washed stones which erode from the mountain due to rampant and heavy floods from this Mountain Rwenzori and river Nyamwamba. This wooden bridge was washed away long time ago. These people in this area used to call it the Civic Bridge. This was earlier constructed by the copper mining company in the 1952. However, due to the heavy rainfalls received in this region, this bridge which used to help transporting workers and the community people was forced to be swept away, and then no one came to rescue in replacing it. The locals in this area had to set up a small, tiny bridge as you've seen it. After my simple visit there, I started my journey moving from the river banks towards the main town. As we were going, we came across these ladies who were moving from the other side of the river, carrying firewood and charcoal on their backs. I was told by my fellows that these women always carry the things from the mountains take them to the market to earn a living and have a survival. That is how they survive, and the hard work they do in Kilembe. Kilembe town is a home of the known Bakonjo who love residing on the mountain slopes. Those slopes of the mountain you're seeing, very many people stay there, and some of them stay in this small washed town. The small washed town you're seeing was once a golden town full of minerals and rich people. This was by the time when, as I said, this was the time in 1950s when a Canadian company, Fabrica Limited, joined up with Ventures Limited to start up a construction company known as Kilembe Mines Limited, whose objective was to mine copper alongside cobalt. However, during the 1975, this company was forced to collapse due to the economic crunch which distracted the whole world. This was the start of the destroyment of this city, of this town. Everything started collapsing. What we are passing through, this is a very big water pipe which was constructed by these Canadians, used to produce electricity under the company known as Kilembe Electricity Company. I had to continue with my journey driving towards the town center where people reside. It really looks funny and sad because what you're seeing on your screen, these were once nice buildings which used to be occupied by the settlers and the company owners of former Kilembe. Ever since the company collapsed, the government has never come in to rescue all of these people in this area. All these houses, nice buildings, good roads were shattered. The one you're seeing on your extreme distance, that is the former company which collapsed. All these stones you're seeing here were brought in this area by the too much running water from river Nyamwamba. Very many people have lost their lives. Very many properties have been destroyed. Lots of things, the infrastructure, have been washed away. Lives have been claimed. Businesses have stagnated in this region because of the situation moving in this area. Residents in Kilembe are used of the rainfall. They always know that from the month of May and June, it is always heavy downpour, which they always regret. This rainfall leaves everything destroyed. This was once a very nice town, full of rich people, full of minerals. Look at it, how it has been spoiled, how it has been left to disappear. The government of Uganda is just trying out slowly by slowly to put everything in position. However, they have not done enough. What you're seeing here is a constructed project in the riverbank. This is the river Nyamwamba, which government started to construct on the sides, building escarpments, which they expect to help in controlling of the heavy flowing water. However, if you look critically in this riverside, these newly constructed things.
Let me try to see how I can also go down this river. This is the project the government is constructing to make sure they stop the floods whenever it comes in. So they have tried to make sure they build escarpments on the river banks. Let me go down and see what's happening.
I decided to enter the riverbanks, move around, get to see what is happening, get to experience the newly constructed pavements, which will help in protecting the village from perishing. The locals say, however much the government is doing this, but they have not done enough to finish it out. Some people in this area have a belief that if the copper companies come back, they may have hopes of living in a good town. The government of Uganda is trying to make some plans to make sure this golden copper town is rejuvenated. Reports indicate that Tibet Hima Mining Company is one of the companies trying hard to see that they bid and start up mining copper again in this town. Copper is one of the most important minerals in this world. The question is, why is it that the government of Uganda has responded slowly towards rejuvenating the richness and wealth in this town, leaving out the residents to suffer in this perishing town? What I told you about the eroding escarpments, I think you can clearly view what I'm trying to look for in this running water. River Namwamba has caused more trouble to these people. Of recent, the river washed away the biggest hospital known as Kilembe Hospital, leaving out people lacking services. Very many of people have decided to leave this town to look for other places where they can be safe with their life. I had to take my time, spend some moments in the so-called Great River, Nyamwamba, and enjoy.
This is the goodness of Nyamwamba River. However, this river is depleting this village. Imagine. The government is managing, but they're just trying. The people coming, that place will be off. The air markets are gone. That's the power of the water.
After enjoying some of my moments in this golden town, Kilembe village, I decided to leave this town. I was told that the people in this area survive on cultivation and farming of coffee, cassava, banana plantains, and other foodstuffs. So guys, I had to move slowly, climb out of the river before I'm also washed away. This is a school, one of the few remaining schools I bypassed, where kids in the area go and study. However much the place is not safe for living, but it is densely populated. Very many people reside in this area, and very many Bakonjo call Kilembe their home. They have a small city with a church and they have a small town with a small trading center. It was an evening time. That's why you see very many kids moving on their way back home. Wow. Thank you so much for subscribing. Wait for part 2 about Kilembe town.